Ratcheting up my aggression. Back and scan.
Countermeasures.
Check your scopes.
Go for torpification.
Always crap. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Yeah. I'll handle this.
I'm in my prime. Indivisible.
Yeah. Resorting to violence.
Enemy intercepted.
I have a fix on their... Recharging as fast as it can, Commander! Lock it. Torpification in progress. Ransomware and go! Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
assassin.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Replicator at ready status.
Who doesn't appreciate a good orrery?
Worthless people, that's who.
I cannot believe Clemens fell for whatever half-baked argument you managed to cobble together. That imbecile. And Svoboda. I thought her more capable. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station's security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything. the Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. Vries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer whose only success so far is failing loudly at a sloppy plan. This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed and reeks of ineptitude and desperation. In my day, we did these things with considerable more efficiency and panache.
And who are you, exactly?
Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The endpoint. No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment beggars belief.
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Had you not proven yourself such bumbling fools, dragging me into your mess. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
What in the architect's computational summary are you on about? This proves nothing, except your willingness to trespass into other people's correspondence, and Joseph's inability to express himself clearly in the written form. I can't conceive of a reason why my survival should matter to you.
Only the vainly short-sighted undermine their own future.
However, as a matter of professional curiosity, let's entertain the hypothetical. I stand down. Then what? If my numbers had supported such an outcome, do you truly believe I would have elected for all this disorder? None of this is going according to my calculations. I certainly failed to predict your attempt to negotiate. I knew you had another strategy. Now I will show you mine.
It's already taking the fight out of them. They're benumbed.
With his rejuvenation device at my disposal, you'll
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
This thing's got a mean streak. Popping my claws. Folks for combating an enemy. Trouble ahead.
Moving up to improve accuracy.
Tracking scan. Self-preservation is priority.
This is not in my predictions! Whoever is left, kill this outlier!
Their healing device is out of commission. Let's bring the herd.
I have a fix on their weakness.
Navigating.
Medic, please!
Recommencing. Refilling munitions.
Thank you. Suffered extensive damage, Commander. For combatant analysis. Yeah.
Negative. Recharge incomplete. Taking the fight out of them.
Biological functioning.
Yeah. Target analyzed.
Lay down fire.
I'm in my prime. Indivisible.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
We off to the peace talks then? We'll need your ship unless you intend to walk. To space. Yeah.
Agent, over here. I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon, that is, Seer Wiley. I appreciate the sentiment, but there is now ample evidence disproving that fact. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind his back. If I had not thwarted his ambitions... No. Those hypotheticals are best considered in private, I think. I won't keep you. Thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery. Regrettable though the outcome with Seer Wiley turned out to be. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon back inside the observatory, the Oracle. It was Landon's design. Only seems fitting you take it. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Then increment your bravery.
Can any of this really be in service to the universal equation, like the Seer's claim?
I feel we should talk.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
Should we consider going in with a plan this time? Or is it going to be another improvised free-for-all?
Despite my skepticism regarding these peace negotiations, I favor the idea of interrupting your saboteur's malevolent aims.
Can't wait to see the look on her face. From my sights, specifically.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised. In the absence of Victor and his explosives, Agent De Vries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, De Vries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander. Confirmed. Per the Earth Directorate Manual, a team formed of multiple agents is vital to success, especially during missions where agent attrition is likely to occur.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make De Vries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of her own phantoms? I know what's at stake. I'm not asking you to set aside the mission. I'm telling you I want to be there when you face Augustine. I'm owed answers, Commander.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Look at that rift. It's making my skin buzz even in here.
Ship seems out of place here. Worth a once-over.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger.
This is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Sort of satellite. Satellite is new to me. Is it Earth tech? Tech? How did it get out here? Here.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent de Vries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. I certainly don't wish it. Yet my health is of far less import than ensuring our mission success. I've already cleared the way for my associates into the station.
Ignore the posturing. Give him a push and I'll bet you can get de Vries's plans out of him.
You'll do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent de Vries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. We know full well she cares nothing for us, nor do we ask her to. We share her purpose, and so we fight to keep infidels like you from disrupting her plans. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent de Vries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. True, if we want to preserve the Order, we shouldn't kill our own. But I fear that eventually the rot of beguilement will eat us from within. Fine, yes, of course I do. Just don't brandish your weapon at me like that. Look, there, on the console behind me. It has all you need to know about Agent de Vries' plans. I swear it. Oh, and you'll find another team ahead wrangling the automechs. They are to secure the station while Agent de Vries makes for the forum chamber. She plans to eliminate the delegates before negotiations are concluded, so you ought to move fast. Now, with your leave, we'll make our retreat.
If only all our foes yielded so easily. Let's review the data, shall we?
Yeah.
Suggest we find another way.
For all of the Protectorate's ills, they sure know.
Sovereign is regarded as being...
I'd bet bits to Borstwurst that's going to need a new fuse.
Good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will... like wrangling a galloping breadwurst.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you've suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous Sovereign was rather declining himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Yep, they've commandeered those mechs.
Suspect disrupted.
Anyone else here, medic? Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Yep, they've commandeered... commandeered those mechs. You want to choose this battle wisely.
Assault variable observed. Taking cover.
ready.
Gravelfly's angry!
Fortificator at ready status.
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and accounting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to
I'll handle this.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate. But I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear. Between all those hangings and maniacal... That was all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
Turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
The Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
That these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. What? The mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
Hey guys, a quick video to help you out in case if you're in the main. This is the fan. I wasn't able to locate how to shut it down, but if you did not know, you can use your time stop to bypass it. It was that simple. Lol.
Prior to this meeting. Enough. Exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success should a treaty or alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract?
This unit, my records do not indicate that any authorized personnel searching my records.
Especially when so much is yet to...
Yeah.
That's a lot of supplies left unattended.
Yeah.
Good.
By my estimate, formed an alliance, say, within the next month. We would see returns within days. The colony would soon be out of protective.
Resorting to violence.
By your estimation, which metrics?
You see, I'm renowned for my ability to read a room, as we call it in my business, where common sense meets observational data, you might say.
Good spot for an ambush. Mind your corners.
Beginning to attack.
You'll go no further into this. This next shot will miss.
Hostilities are afoot. Where to go? I have a fix on their... You're looking pretty club. Always crabby. Locking them down. Purification in progress. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Batten scanned.
I can hear you scampering around like a little sprite. What are you doing down there?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Overtaker Afghani status.
If you care at all about the delegates' lives, we should push on. Vries is on the 3rd floor. I don't like the elevator as a means up there, but seems we have little choice.
Suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quabbles over power. Especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won Protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, ingenuity is what you need.
So you think that your people should rule? I certainly won't downplay the powers of persuasion here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to matriarch of mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done
like sitting terror rays. You can't let Vries make her move.
My projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our stolen artifacts.
There is only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions, it is presiding Bishop Bassar. Anyone else would be an insult.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander. History repeats itself, doesn't it? You show up attempting to disrupt my plans, only for me to submit you to an untimely end, though I'd no wish to. I only did what was necessary back on Horizon Point, and I am fully prepared to do so again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's choice must never have access to that technology. No. The Order's seers approached me after I arrived in Arcadia, and proved to me that I needed to act, to stop the Protectorate's rift research from annihilating our galaxy. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success.
and I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started. And yet it's nothing compared to the utter and complete destruction that would have come to pass. No, I did the right thing at Horizon Point, despite the cost. I had to sit with too many unanswered questions after the mission. It eventually forced me to find a way to fix the rifts. If only to stop the thoughts that plagued me. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts. And only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
As a member of the Order for a few decades, I might have something to say about all that. Backing up just a moment, I'm intrigued by your layperson's grasp of Order teachings. Oh, and also your unsophisticated, though exceedingly confident attempts at reasoning.
And just who in the Void are you supposed to be? Some attention-starved initiate tricked into following the commander here?
Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. I once held the role of head intercessor.
Oh, Law, you're... the endpoint? Just stay back. You won't stop me from doing what I must.
You believe you understand the Order, do you? Being enlisted as an outside agent is nothing compared to a lifetime devoted to contemplation and calculation. I'd suggest you have a superficial understanding at best, and thus ought to seriously reconsider your present course of action.
Ain't seen a dressing down like that since Milver Street's row with his haberdasher.
Your so-called experts were the ones who set me on this path to begin with. It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. No, I want the Order to not take the coward's way out. They broke from the Protectorate for a reason. The Order could lead humanity into a new age of discovery, shield us all from ruination. But they've become so focused on winning a void-forsaken war that they've lost sight of it. So I'm here to remove that temptation from play and set them back on the path to worthiness. You still misunderstand. I had to watch my colleagues, you, die one by one. And I had to let it happen, trusting that I was doing right. And yet that rift in the sky remains. I looked up at it every day and saw the threat it posed, remembering what I'd done, the cost. But no one in the Order had any urgency to solve the problem. And now corporatists are at their door, ready to take advantage. I still cannot understand it. Do you wish me to beg forgiveness? Torture myself in an attempt at atonement? I tell you, if there had been another path, I would have taken it. These delegates cannot leave here. I will not let your crew's sacrifice, your sacrifice, be in vain. It can't be for nothing.
ratcheting up my aggression.
But if I could,
Alas, not all.
Fortification.
Ain't ever seen a thing like this! We need to move! Now! Pick up the pace!
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms De Vries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. While lacking experience in governance, they would be fair partners and open to reasonable solutions. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle and greater experience in management. They would likely be receptive to a free agent such as yourself. Whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. Careful consideration is warranted. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time.
You